Hello everyone and welcome back to the video. In today's video we are going to be taking a look at Mainstage 2022, which is likely to be the last major of the year because Smash World Tour, even if it Nintendo gives it the go ahead, it'll be very tough to get it reinstated just in time. Everyone's probably canceling all their stuff. And Panda Cup, they need to release the best novel that's ever been written on Twitter within a couple days for them to have Panda Cup still happen, or at least people go. So Mainstage is looking to be the last major of the year, and there's also 6 summit spots on the line, which is so hype. Summit is such a great event. And we're going to have 6 people getting their chance here. But before we do look into the bracket, here are 6 people, or 4 people, that are not at Summit. So we have Leo, Aquila, Protogluto, or rather, Mainstage. These players are not at Mainstage. And the last time that they did, a Mainstage Summit, they had, because Smash Summit 5 wasn't a Mainstage Summit, they had 4 invitees, and then they had 6 through Mainstage, and they had 6 through vote-ins. They're going to have 6 through vote-ins, they always do. They have 6 through Mainstage. So I imagine they also, again, have 4 nominees, or 4 people that they just elect to get in. Maybe they have 1 spot at Genesis, but I do think that these will probably be the top 4 if they are inviting 4 people. People I could also see, DeBuzz, Mia, Zachary, Bloom, they're all incredible players. They're all deserving of it as well. I just think these 4 have been, they're just, on the top of their game right now, doing so well. And then, let's say people, because we have, I guess we'll look at the bracket here. We have Light in 1st seed, T 2nd seed, Spargo in 3rd, Shootone 4th, Riddles and Onan in 5th, Cola Tweak in 7th, and then 9th is Kurama, Ken, Asimo, and Meister, and 13th is Cosmos, Zamba, Apollo Kage, and Gak. So assuming that Light, T, or Spargo doesn't qualify, I also think that one of those players could take a spot from probably Gluto, just because he has been doing the most shaky as of late. I want to say Proto's been doing, a little more shaky, but they've both been, not doing as well in the regions. But Proto also won Smash Summit 5, so I feel like you kind of gotta have him back. But also, Aquila could decline Proto. Any of these players could decline, so that's another spot for one of these players to get in, or one of these players if they don't qualify. Now, I imagine Light, T, and Spargo are all, not shoo-ins, but if all the people to, qualify for Summit, they are my most confident, which feels weird because we have Onan here, we have Riddles here, who are probably going to be in that top 8. And then it's okay, who does that leave room for? Because Shootone's also in there. Shootone's amazing. I think if I had to take one player out, I want to take Shootone out. Just because, I don't know. I feel like I'm always a Shootone hater on this channel. I don't mean to be. He's an amazing player. But he hasn't been struggling per se. But he's I don't know. Actually, let's see if he runs into Kurama. Because that's what I'm thinking of in my mind. Because if he runs into Kurama, he is not going to win that. Quandale, he should beat. Apollo Kage, he should beat. And then Riddles, I don't know if he beats Riddles. I actually think Riddles takes it over Shootone personally. I'm going to check if they've ever played before. Riddles has just been, I guess they've both been on the top of their game recently. Shootone winning Wave a little bit ago, Riddles winning Big House. They've both been getting top 8s at majors consistently. Shootone did do better at Ludwig's, but also that is just one tournament, but it is something to note. I don't think they have ever played, actually. Actually, they might have played at Battle BC. Okay, yeah, they played at Wanted, and Shootone did win it 3-0, but that is Riddles into Aegis, but maybe Aegis Kazuya is, not playable. So, I guess we will give it to Shootone's favor, assuming Apollo Kage doesn't upset, honestly, because Apollo Kage is, he's the upset guy. He just gets his win, every single time. It's actually insane. And we're also going to get a rematch of Cola Kurama, which is interesting. Kurama rather, won that last time they played. And it wasn't, super dominant, but he definitely, he got it. He looked solid, and it wasn't Cole was, playing especially bad either. I think Cole was playing pretty well, but Kurama was playing on another level, and we saw him replicate that at Port Priority, and I imagine he can replicate it here as well. He has a pretty good back breath. He does have to go through Jazo, which is a tough opponent, but let's say he beats Jazo, he beats Cola, which is, again, still tough. It could be Luis as well, because Luis is amazing. He has to fight Light, which is gonna be hype if that happens. I really hope it does, to be honest, because that's gonna be a 6-out. We're either gonna get Light Cola or Light Kurama, which will be amazing, but we also could get Big D. Big D destroyed last time they played, bodied him, and it wasn't Light was specifically bad at the Ice Climbers matchup. I don't think he was doing everything he could have, but I'm pretty sure Light played against Ice or Wadi's Ice Climbers at a tournament, and he destroyed them. I could just be misremembering that, but it was from what I know, it was not close. And it just seemed like Big D really knew what he was doing. So I imagine Light has adapted by now. But it's not impossible that Big D does get the run back. But he does have to go through Gak. And I don't know how much experience Gak has on the online ladder. Because I think that's how Shootone got a lot of his experience against, I don't know if it was Fatari or Harrison or one of the other amazing ice climbers in Japan. But maybe Gak has that experience as well, so he does pretty well against Big D. It's really tough to bet on ice climbers, even when it is being piloted by Big D. Who's he even supposed to play? Colorado. Inkling Ices shouldn't be winnable, but again, Big D makes the impossible happen. And before I forget, we have Void here. I didn't know Void's entering. Now I'm very excited. So he's supposed to play check 5. Nexus, he should beat, that's Falco. And then Gact. Does Void beat Gact? It's Nest Sheik. That feels really, really tricky. I feel like Needles off stage would be really good. I don't actually know. That's going to be a tough one. We'll see how in practice he is, I guess, because I'm pretty sure he wasn't planning on really attending. But, hey, shouts to Void. I hope he does well. Who does he lose to in losers? He's supposed to make top 64. Yeah, I totally agree. And then he's supposed to lose to Strix. Oh my god, this bracket is so exciting. Strix is here? I didn't... Oh, I'm giddy. He's supposed to lose to Send? Low-key, though, Sephiroth, Ness feels doable, at least. Like, you kind of... You don't have to deal with Yo-Yo as much because of Oxlash, you probably wouldn't. You're massive, you can kind of zone him out. Like, I feel like Strix, he got it. Like, Strix is amazing. I hope he does really, really well this tournament. And then, also, that's Sephiroth Sheik, who Void was supposed to lose to, and that probably, he shouldn't lose that. I'm pretty sure Void's good at the Sephiroth matchup, and also that matchup is just very, very tough. But, let's say Strix, actually, I'm going to predict Strix as a player to overperform to see. Let's just get right into that. Strix is really good. I think he does beat Send, honestly. Like, I have a lot of faith in him, though. But saying he does lose to Send, then he would play Void, which is tricky, but it's still, like, not unlosable. I think I would favor Void if it gets to that point, but not unlosable. And then the next up is Luis, which is also extremely tough. I think if Strix had to do it, it would have to be through winners, because then he gets Apollo Kage, which is... Apollo Kage is really, really good, but Sephiroth, I feel like, would do okay against Snake. Like, you can kind of bully him with that massive up air. Maybe use your disjoints. Like disjointed characters, like especially Sephiroth disjoints, are kind of good against Grenade, because you can kind of still do pressure on Snake without always getting blown up, which is really, really nice. And then you also have a Shield Breaker, which is very strong against Snake as well. So I think Strix, he could do it, honestly. I have a lot of faith in him. I just think he's an amazing player, super hype. I think this is his first tournament outside of Australia, or at least his first tournament in America. So gonna be sick to see him here. Very, very excited for that. But let's look at the rest of the bracket, and then we'll do the other player over for him when I find it. Asimo Riddles is gonna be a banger. Oh, be ready for that. That's gonna be a super sick set. This side of bracket's sick. Oh my god, we've been staying on one side of bracket. This tournament's already like super, super stacked. That's you gotta love Mainstage. There's so many amazing sets happening all the time. Riddles Asimo. I do imagine Riddles takes that. I just feel like he's pretty good against Shotos in general. Asimo and Goblin though. Goblin, it's hard to bet against Goblin, but like when he's playing well, he is playing so well. But also Asimo is like absolutely incredible. Like, he is just unreal. He is someone that's like he's probably top 15, at least 20 in the world right now. Like, he is just on a tear recently. Super good player, and I hope he does well here. Who did he lose to? He's supposed to be Jazzo. I think Jazzo's pretty decent at the Ditto, but I still think Asimo plays it. Also, Asimo just plays the better FGC character, so he does have a little advantage there. I don't know how that matchup is, though, but I imagine pretty decent for Ryu. Just like the Fireball being that much better, but maybe the Fireballs cancel each other. I'm not actually super sure, because Catch Me Dead being a Shoto guy. Also, I saw Karamo was supposed to play Goblin in the losers, and that is assuming he loses to Cola, but they are two very different Roys, so I don't know how that goes. And then, looking at this here, Asimo, Apollo Kage. Yeah, I hate betting against Kage, but Asimo's just amazing. Ken Zamba, I mean, Zamba's the Prancer. Actually, I don't even know if Zamba's going to be here, because I'm pretty sure he went to Canada, Ontario, which is very funny, because we've had so many myths about it. But, assuming he is here, Ken, I'm pretty sure he's just 1-0 against Ken. Oh, he's 3-0 against Ken. He played him with Glitch as well. Okay, so Zamba should get that upset. And then Riddles. Has Zamba ever played Riddles? I don't think so. Well, I was wrong. It is 2-4. They played last at... Oh, that's right. I remember now. That's because he said they were even. Played last at Ludwig's, and Riddles did take it the last 2 times they played. So... Oh, wait. This is Little Big House, though. These 3 are Little Big House. Still, I think Riddles probably takes that over him. Just... No disrespect to Zamba, obviously. Riddles, he got it last time. It was pretty dominant, at least as far as I remember, even though it was 3-1. So he took a game. He can do it. Maybe Lucina comes out as well. But that is, again, assuming he's there. Cosmos Meister. Meister is someone I'm very excited for this bracket, because he's had 2 rough tournaments in a row. But those rough tournaments came after his, 30 just incredible runs. And I hope he can do it here. He has to fight Cosmos, which is Aegis Game & Watch, which isn't, good. But maybe he can do it. And then he has to fight Cola as well. I don't know. Have Cola and Meister ever played, actually? That makes me very interested, because I feel like that's a matchup I remember. but I don't. Let's see, let's see. Because Meister, I hope Meister does well. He's been doing pretty decent lately. Just those last two are rough. Last time they played actually was Mainstage 2021, and Cola did take it. They've actually played a decent. Oh, that's online though. Okay, they played 3 times, and then Cola took it at Summit, and then Meister took it at SmashCon, and then Cola took it at Mainstage, which is 2021. I thought SmashCon was after Mainstage. I'm pretty sure it was. I think that order's wrong. So I think Meister took it the last time. The last time. But that's going to be interesting to see who takes that. And then maybe Cola upsets Light as well. It's not impossible. Or Kurama does. And then Meister Light. That's a 50-50. I never know who's going to win the matchup because Light plays it so well, but also Meister's just he's just amazing. It's gonna I have no idea. Let's look at the other side of the bracket before I say it's gonna be interesting again because God, this bracket is just so interesting. Sorry for the ad. T over Zamba. Japan Slayer, it's real. Let's go back to Zamba because I saw he has to play against Ouch as well. Japan Slayer is real, but on the other hand, it's like I feel like T is like he's not a normal Japanese player. Something about him, like I don't know. It's like it's hard to describe. T. That's not who I want. T. 1-1. They last played at Double Down, and this is a pre-local. Double Down. Okay, well this. Okay, so it looks like they've only ever played once. Maybe this was Squad Strike. I don't actually know. But they've only ever played once at a pre-local, and Zama did take it, so maybe he does take it there as well. Again, assuming he's there, and assuming he doesn't get upset by Ouch. I hope Ouch does well. I'm not going to spend as much time because half Proof Block videos are talking about Ouch. I hope he does well. He's really good. Tweak Yanni. I think Yanni beat Tweak the last time they played, because I'm pretty sure the last time they played was at, like, way back at Invitational. Oh, I clicked on Jackals on accident. I think the last time they played was Invitational, and Yanni did take it there, and that was, like, not, I was going to say argument, that was Yanni's best performance ever, and I want to see if he can replicate that again. But also, I mean, Sun God Tweak is real. He's been playing on a tear recently. Okay, so they're even. Oh, that's right. Tweak won it the first time, I believe, and then Yanni won the run back, which is, that always feels good. But it's going to be interesting. I hope he doesn't use Sephiroth. Not, it's like, because on one hand, Sephiroth's good for that matchup. It's like even at worst, maybe losing for Sephiroth now because like Steve's are pushing that meta, and his Diddy is very good against Steve. But like, no. I think he's going to use the Diddy because the Diddy's been farming recently, and he used it versus Aquila at Let's Fake Moves Miami. So I think he'll use the Diddy. I hope he does. I hope Tweak does well. He is absolutely crazy. Tweak can. We just saw that set at Ludwig's, and Tweak did win the whole thing. Excuse me. And that set was really good, by the way. It was just very, very long, but it was super enjoyable. Very, very high level of gameplay. And I probably predict Tweak takes it again, especially considering Ken just had a rough performance at Winter, which is like, one tournament performance doesn't mean you're bad. You can obviously change your momentum, but it is something to consider. Like, what's coming off a major win and what's coming off a not great performance. Spargo is fighting Nico and then Cosmos. I mean, you know, we don't know what Cosmos is going to do. We don't know how he'll place. He could win the whole thing. He could lose the whole thing. And it's basically those two only. Atorie, actually. I want to check out Atorie's run really quick. Let's see. Cosmos fighting Quinn. Atorie fights Hungrybox. Uh-oh. That's really funny. I didn't see that. But Hungrybox and Atorie fight. Maybe Atorie throws for the owner. I don't know. I mean, we've been talking about corrupt TOs in Smash or corrupt owners. Maybe Hungrybox is like, hey, slips him a couple thousand, maybe gives him a little bit of a raise, moves on to the next pool. I don't know. it's gonna be interesting for sure. I think. I don't even know if Cosmos takes over Tori, honestly. If Cosmos is playing well, he definitely does. And then Spargo Cosmos, I think the last time they played was actually at Smash World Tour. Nope. Oh, that's Tweak. I think the last time they played was Smash World Tour, where Cosmos did win the whole thing. Because then we had like a break from Spargo and then not doing as well from Cosmos since then. Last time they played was Invitational, actually, and Spargo did win that 3-0, so my bad. And then, yeah, so it's going to be... I don't know. I really don't know with Cosmos. It's super hard to predict how he plays, but Spargo is pretty good against Aegis for the most part. Like, I just think he is pretty proficient in that matchup. Obviously, he's to play the character. Like, maybe he challenges him to the duel. I doubt it, but it could happen. And then we have Onin Shogun, Meister MVD. So, we could get the rematch of Shogun MVD, which would be hype. I don't think we will, because Meister is playing Game & Watch versus Snake, and that's really tricky. I don't actually think Meister and MVD have ever played before. So let me MDF. Let me check that really quick. But I don't imagine, like, I have so much faith in MVD. He's an amazing player, and he's been doing really well recently as well. But Game & Watch Snake is just tough. Like, really, really tough. They played once, and MVD got one? Okay, I think these are all online. No, the Full Bloom is offline. Shouts to Full Bloom. That tournament was way back. But Meister is, I think, 1-0, if I remember correctly. I don't know why I didn't check. Yeah, 1-0 against MVD, but also that was 4 years ago, which, like, that's crazy that the games went out for, like, 4 years now. Oh, my God. That's... that took me aback. But I do think Meister wins that, unfortunately. And then it's, like, honestly the same thing with Own and Shogun. I just think Snake... Steve is really tricky. I mean, we saw it at DreamHack Atlanta. Apollo Kage counterpicked MVD with Steve in winners finals after like getting kind of bopped in the Ditto, and it was bad. Like that's a tough matchup. And then Onan Meister is very good against Steve, but we saw him kind of get bodied at SmashCon twice, and then also just like Onan's been on such a hot streak lately, and Meister has been on such a hot streak, just like momentum wise. Maybe Onan wins it. I do think, actually, not even maybe. I do think Onan wins it. I honestly, out of all the seeding here, like, this tournament's seeded very well, by the way. I think the most likely upset is Zomba T, but that's, like, I don't know. He might just get upset by his flight anyway. And then looking into the lower side, we do... Oh, we get a VD Shogun. Please, no one get upset. I love you, Jade. I love you, Kronos. You guys are both amazing. Please let that happen again, because that set was... Mwah, that set was flame. This is one of the best sets in Smash. I love that set. And then we have Ouch T3 Dom. This is gonna be a great tournament. What does 2's Dom lose to? Dom is supposed to lose to T. God, Pac-Man versus Belmont's. How do you recover? But I guess how do you recover against everyone as Belmont's? Dom will find a way. I have faith in Dom for sure. But he probably does lose. And then we get Ouch T3 Dom, that's another certified banger. And then we get Ouch Cosmos. And Ouch did kind of body Cosmos the last time they played at Summit, so maybe he beats that as well. Like, I could see Ouch make the run, but as you know, we don't predict Ouch to make upsets in these videos because he's gotten it too many times. No more. Let someone else. It's like when that one kid in class just keeps raising his hand. Let someone else do it, you know? People to upset. Alright, I have picked my player after lots of consideration, and it is Andrik. His run at Ludwig's was inspirational. That was crazy. He looked so strong there. And I think, honestly, his hardest matchup might be Monty, who could also definitely make a run. Monty, like, Game & Watch Falcon is really tough, but I think he can do it. And then he runs into Light, which I'm not crazy. It's not impossible. I'm not going to bet on it. But I think he makes it through losers, because he fights Doorstop, who I think he beats. Big D, which is Falcon Ices, which I think... I can't. It's so hard to bet against Big D, but I think Andrik's got it. And then Apollo Kage, it's, again, hard to bet against Apollo Kage, but Snake Falcon is a very doable matchup. I think he can do it. And at that point, he's already overperformed his seed, but he would have to go up against Osimo, which, I really have potential in Andrik. I think he's just absolutely an amazing player. So my two people to overperform their seeds are Strix and Andrik. People to win the whole tournament. I mean, Kurama's not in top 8, so that's an easy gimme. He's absolutely incredible. And then we don't predict the top 2, and I won't do Spargo because that's also kind of lame. I think Onan and Riddles, honestly, both 5th seeds, have very strong chances. They can beat every single person at this tournament, even if they haven't beat them last. And Onan probably has a better chance than Riddles just because, you know, Onan, like, does better against Riddles. And then every other player here, he can beat. Because, like, the only person he can't beat is, like, Akolo right now, but it's like, he'll get over it. But yeah, my Riddles, Onan, and Kurama are people to win the tournament. And I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know this one was a bit longer, but also I just kind of like, I got lost in the sauce. This one was very fun to record. I love Mainstage. It's such a stacked event. I hope it goes well, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If there's a top player that I left out, please let me know down below. I'll be sure to go over the run, how I think they're going to do. And yeah, be sure to sub, all that yada. Support's been absolutely unreal lately. I will make a video on the things coming about Smash World Tour tomorrow. Hopefully, Panda has released their statement by then. If not, oh well, we're still making it. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Be sure to sub, all that yada, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.